Medusa was once a beautiful woman. She was known for her lovely hair and piercing gaze. Many admired her beauty. But, her life took a tragic turn. Medusa was a priestess in Athena's temple. Athena was the goddess of wisdom and war. One day, Poseidon, the god of the sea, saw Medusa. He was captivated by her beauty. Poseidon pursued Medusa. He caught her in Athena's temple. This act was a huge disrespect to Athena. Athena's anger was fierce. Athena decided to punish Medusa. She couldn't bear to take away Medusa's life. Instead, she transformed Medusa's beauty into a curse. Athena's curse was powerful and swift. Medusa's beautiful hair turned into snakes. Her once soft skin became scaly and green. Her captivating eyes became deadly. Anyone who looked into Medusa's eyes turned to stone. This was a terrible fate. It filled people with fear. Medusa was no longer a beauty, she was a monster. She became known as a Gorgon. Gorgons were fearsome creatures. They were known for their terrifying appearance. Medusa was banished to a remote island. This isolated her. She was surrounded by stone statues. These were the unfortunate souls who had looked upon her. Medusa's gaze was her most potent weapon. It was a weapon of defense, not of choice. Her eyes, once filled with light, now brought only petrification. The power of her gaze was absolute. No matter how strong or brave, one look meant certain doom. This power made her a fearsome opponent. Even the bravest heroes feared her. They knew the only way to defeat her was to avoid her eyes. This made any encounter with Medusa a deadly challenge. Despite her monstrous form, Medusa remained a tragic figure. She was cursed for an act she didn't choose. Her story is a reminder of the destructive nature of vengeance. Medusa's legend is filled with tales of heroes and monsters. One famous story is about Perseus. He was a young hero tasked with slaying her. Perseus was aided by the gods. They gave him tools to defeat Medusa. He used a mirrored shield to avoid her gaze. He used a sharp sword to sever her head. Medusa's story didn't end with her death. Even in death, her power continued. Her severed head could still turn people to stone. Perseus used the head to defeat other monsters. He eventually used it to save Andromeda from a sea monster. Medusa's story is a reminder that even in death, there can be power.